Hello, hello, CrossFit Green. So we have a new program starting next week, everyone. So with that, we are going to be looking at some new movements. As you can see, it's all laid out here on your document. Um, we'll have a back squat. We'll have a bench press. We'll have again some ring muscle up strength, but also skill work. And then we're going to have a clean complex as well as our high rock sessions on Wednesday. That won't change. So with the back squats, we're going to be looking at performing some volume slash intensity work. So initially, what you're going to see is percentages are going to be quite high for the set amount of reps that we're going to be doing on a given day. Goal there is to just make you really strong. And we will be kind of tapering off the volume towards the last 2 weeks of the cycle where we're really going to drop the volume down a lot, so that we can work towards a heavy single in the end of our 6 week block and to test that heavy single. So that'll be what you're doing on your back squats. We're going to be looking at doing a pause bench press for the first 3 weeks of the cycle. So like you did on the squat cycle in the last block, keeping the tension at the bottom, making sure the muscles are engaged, and then learning how to continue that all the way up to the top of your lift. That will be gone after 3 weeks, so we've removed that. Technically we'll see a natural improvement on the numbers there. We will be testing a 5 rep max on the bench press at the end of the cycle, so something that we haven't really done recently, something new for us all. We'll then have some ring muscle up strength and skill work. So we're going to have 3 weeks of strength and 3 weeks of skill. Um, all of this you've done before, so it's nothing really new, nothing unusual. So basically, we're going to be working on some ring dips, on some ring muscle up strict versions, that is in our strength cycle. And then on the skill side of things, we're going to be working to develop your ring swings, transitions, and then doing some ring muscle up work with a coach. So that's going to involve a little bit more hands-on feedback with a coach and doing some breakout groups and getting a bit more attention than you usually would. Then we're going to have a segmented clean pull and then a clean for our clean session. So idea there is we're working on positional strength and balance and posture with the pulls, but then also working on that explosive power that we're going to need for our cleans, and to then test the 1 rep max clean at the end of our cycle. High rock sessions, what we will be doing is we're going to be continuing on with some activation work and some strength work before that will all get you ready for the workouts themselves. And then we'll be continuing on using our long conditioning sessions as well. Obviously, there's going to be a mix of stimuli each week. At the end of the 6 week block, we will be putting in potentially, nothing set in stone, but we will potentially be putting in another high rocks simulation potentially. So keep an eye out for that. We'll keep you updated throughout the weeks, but we'll kind of use the high rock simulation as our test week for those sessions in and of itself. So have a look at your weeks are set in stone now, subject to change if we need. Your workouts are there on the documents for you to have a look out. So make sure you read through it, come in, plan them. You'll notice that each of the workouts now have a what's the word I'm looking for? Basically a workout description. So that's pretty much just going to give you an idea of how to approach the workouts. For example, Monday one there is a grind, Tuesday is a burn, Thursday grind, Friday is a go session. So they're all kind of fairly self-explanatory. Thursday we've had a pacing workout. So again, all very self-explanatory. Um, that'll give you an idea of how to go into your workouts. That you might look to take things a little bit slower. You might look to push things a little bit harder. You might think about, well, this one's a grind and it's going to be a big slog. Maybe I might just adjust what I want to use, or I might scale it down just so I can get through it as best I can. That type of thing. It's just there to help you and give you more information. So new workout was set. So again, back squat, pause bench press, high rocks on Wednesday, ring muscle up strength and skill, and then clean complex. Yeah, so well done on the test so far. We still have, obviously, this is Thursday. We have this week, we have this day and Friday, and then we have our high rock simulation on Saturday. If you're looking at doing your simulation on Saturday, but you also want to train on Friday, the session that we've planned for you on the Friday, i.e. tomorrow, it shouldn't be overly strenuous and there shouldn't be a massive residual effect in terms of DOMs. So don't be worried if you do want to train on Friday and Saturday as well.